we call the book Reflections on 1984 as a reflection of the last 30 years. So what's happened in the last 30 years from 1984 to 2014 for Sikhs, and as myself of how I've reflected on those 30 years as an individual, and how the Sikhs in India have been affected and Sikhs in the diaspora. So it's about those events of the last 30 years and prior to that as well, in terms of what led up to 1984, what led up to that period and the peaceful campaigns of the Dharam Yudh Morcha initially. So what leads to 1984 and Bhindranwale as an individual, and some would say a sant, some would say a terrorist. So what he was and his hasiyat or his individual character or leadership. So it's about those things that led to 1984 and Indira Gandhi's role in that as well. And then the three pinnacle events of 1984 were Operation Blue Star, the attack on Sri Harmandir Sahib or the Golden Temple, Operation Woodrose, which was a cleaning out of the Punjabi villages of Sikhs, Amritdhari Sikhs especially, and then the anti-Sikh programs after Indira Gandhi got assassinated in pro-Congress areas. So those were the things that we covered in the book as a snapshot of the period. So those are the things of 1984. Then moving on from that, the book is about dispelling myths. So dispelling the myths that the government created or the people created in writing about what happened in that year. Now we have to reflect that there was only limited media coverage because of media blackouts. So what I've done is I've taken the official accounts from the Indian government, from their white papers and their personnel as well, of what they've written in books. Then we've taken a comparative analysis of the human rights agencies and civil liberty organisations who existed in India who raised their voice, and most of those individuals got arrested for writing truthful reports of what occurred. So we've made comparative analysis with that. And then we've taken on the period after 1984 to 1992, so that's literally 8 years, which covers the Sikh militancy and an asking or a demand for a Sikh separate state, which occurred in that, and then a full-fledged civil war that occurred in Punjab. So we've taken that period as well and reflected upon that and what occurred, where were the casualties, who got killed, and what really occurred between the Punjab police and the Sikhs, and was it really a Hindu hatred, or was it that civilians got killed and really there was no difference in the deaths between Hindus and Sikhs in the whole of Punjab. So that's one of the things that the book found as well. And then taking on from that period, from 1992 to 2014, what we found in the book was, or what we've sort of put forward as an argument, is that the Sikhs have been silently quelled by the government. So the Indian government went out then from 92 to 2014 to the present day through socio-economic factors to quell any sort of threat that the Sikhs could raise their voice, or any sort of rebellion within the Sikh community. So now my view as an author, and this is what I've put in the book, is that we're at a pre-1984 situation in Punjab. The Punjab has got mass issues of social problems, drug problems, economic problems. The state's nearly bankrupt financially, and we're back at that pre-1984 situation, which led to all these things and all this killing and all this calls for separatism and everything else. And the Indian state, the Punjab civil administration, have not addressed the issues, and the risk we face is that this could all occur again. So that's partly the argument for the book. That's wake up and realise that these things are of real importance to the Punjab people, the diaspora Sikhs, and the Indian government need to take note as well. So that's what the book's about.